Welcome back to Workers and Resources. Hello, Mr. Train. Today, I am postulating that we will be running coal ore processing after we finish the rail line to the loading facility. We also still need electricity, water and sewage handling in the area, but after all of that is in place, the facilities can be turned on and we can start running coal and theoretically also iron ore processing. We will also very likely this time run a successful metro station unless I made another mistake. A metro line looks like it is almost set up, right? We require 2 more tunnels on that side, 2 more tunnels over here, and then we are connected again. There's a lot of people that want to travel places. And then the train connection over here for Roveduma itself might become obsolete, but we'll see. And the last thing is finally trying to relocate our parked cars into the outside parking lot area, which we should be able to do right now. Ownership of these cars might change. Filling them up with more cars. I guess I wanted to switch over to different cars, so let's sell the remainder of the vehicles. Let's get rid of these parking lots. And start buying a lot of cars. But first up, we need to sell those that I just relocated. I can fill one up that is still empty. We are going to use the yellow variety of the F126P. This is going to be slightly annoying. I don't know if it would sell the cars that are parked here, but not actually from this area. Well, let's see the walking distances from the closest parking lots. We can reach all the way to the middle of town, actually. So the parking lot area will be pretty successful, I would imagine. Filling it up with cars might be slightly difficult. You do not... We need to get rid of all of the cars that are here for residential parking and replace those. That is what we need to do. The other ones are fine. Just the residential parking ones need to go away. Alright. How can I make this easier? The easiest thing I can think of is buying them all at the border with my auto-clicking script and then sending them with a train to a parking lot. So first we send them to a vehicle unloading platform. I guess maybe I don't even need the whole train setup. Maybe I can just buy them all at the customs house and then tell them to move to to new platform. So I think my auto clicker still works. I think I just loaded it, but let me check if the issues over here are non-existent. Okay. So I made a small script when I was playing with a lot of containers, because buying them was getting on my hand and I had a lot of pain. So I made a small script that automatically clicks for me. So I only have had Ctrl Z, and we buy as many cars as we can. And then all we have to do, hopefully, is say change workplace depot for all vehicles. And hope that they drive out. If it doesn't work, then we have to maybe try with a train, sending them to a vehicle spot first. All of you can be sold. They are having issues with gas stations. We will work on that. All of you can be sold. And you. The gas station is in place, so resolving that issue shouldn't be too difficult. We just need to send some fuel over. That's a job for our distribution office. There should be no more vehicles coming here in the future, but right now it is necessary. Oh, I guess I made a mistake. Wait, that's the entry road, that's not the exit road. That's hooked up to the wrong road. Where is... No, wait, that is the exit road. No, it is fine. It is working as intended. We need to turn that one into a one-way road to make sure vehicles don't drive out in that direction. Missing resource oil. What are you talking about? We're unloading oil right now. I guess the amount of workers is quite high again. So maybe I need to increase the import amount again. We'll let it run. Traffic jam. Alright. These all need to be sold. I think we got all of the cars now. Once we have fuel in the gas station, then the issue over here should be resolved. But now I will test if the idea with the customs house works. So we'll see if we can relocate the existing vehicles into these parking lots en masse. And it seems to be working. They're slowly driving out of the customs house. Maybe I should buy them on a smaller one so they are faster. But it is a way to avoid having to click a lot. I guess I could use the auto clicker script on the parking lots directly. I wonder if I can go like this. Probably not. More traffic jam. Are we having issues with gravel processing? Looks like it. Not enough workers during winter, seems like. Road speeds are not that great. Still no electricity, although once the wire is completed, we will be able to unload the coal and iron ore. Either of the Substations will do. And water and sewage is also being installed, so shouldn't be too long. I guess I will use the auto clicker on the parking lots itself, because this is even slower. I set a parking lot and I will have to wait until it stops ticking down. It's like ticking one vehicle every 4 seconds or 5 seconds. That is not enjoyable. Sell all vehicles. Alright, so auto clicker. There we go. There we go. That is so much more comfortable. We'll supply a pretty high amount of vehicles. And see if we run into any traffic issues. The other thing we need to do is set all of the parking lots to allow anyone to pick up a vehicle, which is also slightly fiddly. But at least we only have to do that once, and then anyone can take a car. Most people in this town will not have a university education, which is fine. You left on the wrong side there. You're gonna be sold. Exit is on that road. If I turn this one into a one-way road, then there won't be any way to refuel the gas station, so I guess I'll leave this one as an access road as well. And there's some vehicles. Still missing oil. My god, we're going through that really quickly. Alright, let's see. Oil import. Back to 100. Might be too much again, but we'll see. As long as we go through it quickly, should be fine. But yeah, I need to install a waiting segment platform thing. Relocate the fuel loading platform to a different area. It's not cutting it for that much throughput. We will relocate that in this area, and that should be good enough. We'll probably need another transformer, because this one is fully occupied. So we need to make one more to supply electricity to that area. Why are you all running out of fuel? There is fuel in here now. Why are you running out of fuel? Why are you trying to leave that way? You're supposed to leave that way. There's no exit in that direction. I can't really make this a one-way road yet while we're building. Maybe they still had the routing set up from earlier. But yeah, they should be able to pick up fuel now if they need it. Gas station is supplied and operational. I might be buying way too many vehicles. It feels like it's clicking more than 16 times, but maybe I'm wrong. There's 0 vehicles here. There's 16 vehicles in that one. But they are slowly driving out. Might still be fine. There's a lot more traffic here now. Okay, other parking lots to demolish are these ones. Those were the first parking lots we built in this area. They were ancient and like almost historical. But now they're gone. Prices of oil is going up. No matter, we need oil. It's the lifeblood of our nation. Okay, these rail segments have been built. I think the last ones are probably too far again to be signed automatically, so we will have to do that ourselves. After they finish the construction of these two, we should be able to run a metro line. This time hopefully for real. I still have to buy one and drive one over here. The first one got stuck and we had to sell it. I'll use this one. We'll buy 2 right away, it's fine. And then tell our diesel locomotive to pull those from here into the right depot. Can't store them in the regular depot and then move them later. It splits off the train and doesn't let you recombine it. So we have to do it that way. The tunnel borers will only have to do 2 short tunnels, and the construction task of both tunnels should only be 2 tasks per tunnel, since it's so short. So I'm pretty confident in saying that in 15 to 20 minutes this is complete. Unless I forget about it. I'll try and prevent personal traffic that way and see what the parked cars here think about that. They then have to drive all the way around here back to their parking lots. Shouldn't really matter for them, but we'll see. Still missing gravel. Our export train is getting in the way of proper gravel supplies, I guess. Oh well. One metro got delivered, we need one more. Send the train out again to pick up the last one. Or the second one. Probably not the last one. If they could walk from the metro station to the power plant, we would also probably be able to take down the power plant. Unless of course we have a power outage and the metro stops working, but yeah, that could be pretty bad. I guess walking along the road is going to be sufficient. Yeah, we're going through the oil really quickly now, so hopefully the import trains can keep up. We should be able to keep up. Should unload everything first before starting to load. But I guess it still works. Tunnel boring complete. First tunnel. Let's check on coal ore processing. The trains have left, indicating that they are going to pick up more resources. So we do have electricity now. At least on one of them. And that means we can start the coal ore processing. One facility right now is going to be sufficient. And that's all we need to do. Water and sewage should come online shortly. All the resources are present. Just a minor construction task left. The workers are assigned, but apparently not prioritizing this. Which I guess is fine, but I will still increase the priority, so they just send a few workers here to finish up the remainder of that construction task. And we also have to finish these rail constructions. With our faraway rail construction office. Still got one task assigned, but these two also need completion. Theoretically we can already run exports because we can enter this side and then leave, but we want to use both of them potentially. And coal ore processing is happening. It's not being stored yet. We don't have electricity. But now we do. And we have our own coal supply for our nation. And that means we can assign it as a source of coal. Gone are the days of importing coal from the customs house. Coal will now be supplied here. Why can't you find a route? What's wrong? Can't find a path from garage to that building. Okay, let's look at this. The trains come in on the right lane usually. They go through the waiting platform, go through this arrangement, turn right here, and go here. That one hasn't finished construction yet. Got it. I thought both of them were done. This switch and this one, but it still has the construction signs. I thought, okay, my bad. We almost have it. And yes, I have unassigned coal purchasing. Coal purchasing, don't mix up words. But as soon as the construction train finishes the right lane to the coal loading facility, then we can assign it. And that's probably the construction train to do so right now. So let's grab the distribution office again and just wait. I don't think I'll do exports yet until I'm absolutely sure we don't have any issues. But right now this seems pretty good. Alright. Now we can assign it to load coal. And any coal that enters this storage is going to be prioritized. The steel mill has the lowest priority, our domestic coal supply has the highest priority. So this storage should always be full with coal. We do have a dedicated storage for the steel mill, so as soon as the train arrives here and picks up a bunch of coal, the storage before the steel mill should last before we refill this and send some more coal to the steel mill again. But yeah, the area seems to be running. Still waiting on water. Vehicles are on their way. Also, we ran through all the coal ore already. So we definitely need more trains. But the concept is working. So now we can scale this up to the steel mill, which only needs electricity, water, sewage, and probably a resource storage, and maybe also the mechanical components production right next to it. But yeah, we'll be able to export steel from here. After we build it. Steel mill is not that difficult. Yeah, you should not be able to enter from this side. We will definitely put a stop to that. It's going to only be a one-way route. waiting in one direction here. That should be it, I think. I think that's everything. Maybe signals here. Sorry, those were correct. Chain signals. That's probably too short for a whole track to fit there, so we'll make this a chain signal as well. But yeah, we have our own cold storage now. Potentially export ready. But we'll set up the steel mill first. I hope 2 helicopters are sufficient. They are the larger capacity ones, so hopefully if one of the storages burns down, that's going to be really annoying. Well, we'll start the construction towards this area. We'll also need a proper road connection here, not just the conveyors. That will be expensive, but once we have our own steel, we'll be pretty happy about that. The storages, since I'm going for very high volume, I think I need all of them. Like, they do need to hook up to a cargo train station, I think. Could also have a shunting yard here. A shunting yard sounds interesting. What I mean by this is we'll have a train dedicated for moving resources out of the steel mill into the resource storages to prepare them for the export. Which sounds a little bit like overkill if we could do it with a factory connection. It is 1,200 steel per storage. I think we're going to be fine with 2 of these for now. Then have a cargo train station here, linking them both up together. And the train would, I don't know, go out this way, along the road. Something like that. How much steel storage do we have internally inside the steel mill? Only 150 tons. Well, we'll think about a storage solution. Maybe even one open storage is going to be fine. Or maybe just hooking all of the open storages up individually without the cargo train station. That would also be acceptable. But yeah, I think the train route would then go the longer distance around here and hook up somewhere in this area. More coal ore and more iron ore. We'll start one of the facilities for iron ore as well. Water and sewage are now available to be provided / removed, so the productivity of each of these buildings is going to skyrocket. And they should now hopefully pick the correct lane when they arrive here. How's our US-based loan doing? Still 16 million. It's growing, but we are paying it back slowly. We can now borrow 3 million. I want to switch to a US-based currency if possible. So we move all of our import and export away from the ruble because it's getting slightly annoying how much the inflation is happening. We do have to wait for our loan repayments to be complete, but that shouldn't be an issue. I think inflation is making all of these loans worth less and less. Like, we can now borrow more than half the amount again, so should be fine. Those tunnels have been drilled for the metro track. One construction vehicle is currently moving. Let's check on Rolodima. There should be plenty of cars available. They are all assigned, it looks like. I'll buy a few more. Alright. There will have to be more parking lots for this area. Getting rid of these. Still need to get rid of those, but they provide parking services for some of the people that are in this area, so we'll wait. And we should see yellow cars in Rovodima commercial now, occasionally, I would imagine. Well, yeah, a few. I guess we don't really have parking lots anymore where they can park and just... There's no residential parking. Might need some high throughput parking lots. See if they make sense. But where? I don't know. Might have to get rid of some of these parked vehicles just to make room for people to be able to travel here. We'll see if that triggers a bunch of vehicles trying to travel to town now, to the city. I think the population inside the commercial district can handle travel with just trains and the metro system once it is completed. And then anyone from the outside should be able to park in this area. We still need a few cars, only for university-educated folk that travel towards Rovodima itself to populate it with highly educated workers for the school and the police station. And that's about it. I'll make an access road here for service vehicles that I can then restrict by a sign to not allow any vehicles traveling into this area through that road. So construction vehicles can still reach everything in this area via the service road. I guess I could already make that happen by not making this, yeah, I think it's a better idea to do what I didn't say right now, but I want to do is making this an inaccessible road for personal vehicles in that direction. So they still have to travel out this way, but service vehicles can go through here. No, that also doesn't work. Our construction crew is handled by personal vehicles. It's a dilemma. I guess we'll leave it open for now and let vehicles drive there if they want to. Not all of those are owned. Distance to the residential buildings is getting too short. Looks like we don't even reach those. Furthest away parking lot. Can't reach over here, huh? Oh well. We'll just drop down a residential building if there's too many cars without owners, and then that's going to be fine. One line has finished construction. The other line only needs to lay down the track and then our metro can run. Not sure if I can already assign it, but I'll try. So the end station will do last. So we're going stop, stop, end station into this stop, this stop, and then end station here. And it looks like the construction just finished. Two metros. Let's see if it works. Let's let it run. One at first. And yeah, then the trains will probably be stopped that bring workers here. Don't really need to pick up any workers from this area, but it's fine. And you can accept workers waiting here again. That should now be okay. So far, so good. Alright, second metro. Let's go. And the train system from Roveduma, those trains will stop here after their last run. And then maybe we can put them on the line for for Pardumin. But yeah, if we provide sufficient metros, then all of the workers can theoretically get to the oil refinery now. Reducing traffic jams by, I hope, a lot. Do we have any yellow cars parked next to the oil refinery? Well, I guess it's hard to say right now. Doesn't look like it. How's the tunnel? It's getting there. 2,600 more days. Probably need 2 more metros to pick up everyone in a timely manner. I'll get those. And that will increase the amount of workers we have in the oil refinery quite substantially. We might need to up the distribution office, just one distribution office only for the oil refinery now. That might also have to happen with the steel mill. Can't keep up with oil demand. 2 trains are not sufficient anymore. I need that waiting platform. I need like 6 or so trains importing oil all times. Yep, that should be easily doable here. We'll connect them to the rail network on this side and have the waiting platform over here next to it. That is the wrong connection. So just outbound trains here, no incoming trains. Whichever direction they want to go. We need more money. Oh, let's loan 4 million, it's fine. And then the waiting segment would be next to it. So we have incoming trains here. We'll redraw that. And also that one. If it lets us. So only incoming trains from either direction. $166 meters in length. To redo that, but let's see. 165. This needs to be in parallel. We didn't draw this quite parallel, so I'll redo this. Let's see. Is acceptable. Measure again. be fine. Signal here, signal here. 165 meters. Will fit distribution office trains if we want them. Train waiting too long. Only one though. Was that a metro train? Nope, should be fine. Okay. And then we need the rail connection on that side with the ability to have all of this as waiting platforms. Right now 6 of them will do. Potential of more platforms here in the future. Just gonna hook up these ones right now. Nope, that won't do. That is crooked. We just need to route this over there and feed them into the unloading platforms or loading, whatever the trains want to do here. They will and can load oil from here as well. Should be train loading facility, although they could get in each other's way on this side, but we'll signal that, fine, it's gonna be okay. For now, let's put a train signal here. Split all of this area up into individual tracks. Should still be 165-ish meters between those new signals. Perfect. And we'll get started on that. We also need to rebuild the export storage tanks, or well, an additional export storage tank, because they do need to be connected to the platform itself. Otherwise it won't really work with distribution offices. We have 2 oil imports now. Did I set this up correctly? Yeah, 2 oil import tanks. They'll connect via a pump into the existing oil import tank. So this will be removed and replaced by a connection to these ones. And the export will be similar, 2 pumps from these tanks to here. So we won't get rid of these tanks yet. Don't see a need for that, but we will move everything over to create more space for trains that need to load. That can disconnect in here. Once we have the platform up and running with some electricity, and we can reroute our trains. And for export, I think I still have options to connect those tanks, so don't need to do anything dramatic there. Just need 1 pump each. You can't leave because let's see, you can't leave through there, but you could leave through there. The signal wasn't so bad. You're stuck. You can go through red, and we will remove that 1 signal here, making this a larger rail block for now, but the construction train should be able to get through here to leave. Theoretically. Oh my god, this is a mess. You still can't leave, why not? You can drive on this and then exit that way. I guess I'll manage you manually then, whatever. I'm fine, it's fine, just... That signal is super confused. We have 2 trains waiting in there already. We have trains stuck everywhere. I have way too many signals. Construction trains blocking everything. Ignore the construction train, just go. Why are you oh, there's a construction train down there too. Right. You're done, you're just gonna go home that way. It's fine. Go. Alright. Future rail construction should be better because it will be behind the signal, except that one, but it's fine. Or you can do that, that also works. So many messages. Alright. We have 1 new metro, we need a second one, so go on, grab the second one please. And then we'll assign 4 metros onto our network. And I need to know the electricity consumption that we are currently experiencing. Seems like around 0.2 megawatts. Oh, it goes up to 0.6 already. So we would be at about 1.2 megawatts with 2 trains. If all of them accelerate at the same time, which is very likely with the line spacing that is planned. Okay, I will split you up with regular signals so you don't get in each other's way constructing this. There we go. Traffic jam. Yeah, there's trains waiting here. I did not put any signals there because I thought there wouldn't be any trains waiting. Once all of this is done, we will be able to reroute the rail traffic over, and if everything works fine, we can dismantle this. Still need electricity, but nothing else, I don't think. I guess I am not sure if I actually need a whole separate transformer for this setup. Maybe I don't. Why are you... Oh right, this is just an entrance. Yeah. You are able to leave fine, but trains that construct this stuff are not. That should be everything, I think. Let me just hook it up to the road. And hopefully it works. electricity-wise, we can't hook up anything there. I could connect it directly to the power plant, but I don't want to. That connection seems a bit far away, so I guess I'll make another transformer for this area. Just hook up our singular substation into that one. Nope. That won't do. That on the other hand will. Then we'll be able to have like a ton of trains just importing oil constantly without occupying a distribution office. Also exporting. Shared responsibility again, or separate one, whichever makes more sense. Oh yeah, you can't leave from that side. That's right. There is no path to leave here. If only I made a single rail connection, that would solve that issue. I don't wanna. Yeah, and we can expand it if we need to. Don't think that's going to be an issue, but the option is there. I mean, I didn't think I needed to expand the first one, but yeah, having that one without a waiting platform was a... As soon as our oil refinery started running at its current capacity, it is a problem. Second metro is now here. All of them assigned to a route, so let's get them onto the network. We have 4 metros running, and it is convenient tucking away all that traffic below ground, that's for sure. People still like taking cars, which is fine, that's what they're for, but we definitely need to finish that tunnel to get all of the traffic rerouted somewhere else. Remove all of the parking lots from this area. They are not working as intended anymore. We are seeing yellow cars parking here now, so now that we have parking spots available for people to come visit, they are being used. Oh, you're stuck. Right, just go home. Once we build a connection through here, it would be fine, but before we get to the oil loading facility, it'll take a while. Meanwhile, at our steel mill, construction is progressing. I just enabled the road and everything is just being built, so that is working fine. I do need a high voltage line going into the building. It requires a little bit more electricity. I think the circuit breaker was slightly above 2 megawatts. Actually it says 800 kilowatts, but I guess having a high voltage line is fine if it accepts it. So we'll drop in another switch and draw off a line from that. No. I refuse. No, I refuse. Alright game, I'll build it slightly further away. Or maybe at an angle, slightly twisted. I'll rotate it like that. Can't be angry about that one now, can you? So we only have a 5 megawatt wire going into the steel mill from there. Directly. Maybe I should make sure it is slightly underground, so we don't run into any issues where we have to maybe flatten things and it runs into a problem. Multiple wires, but it's fine. That'll provide electricity for the steel mill itself. We still need electricity for all of the surrounding buildings. So the conveyors here, only one apparently. The storages, these conveyors, and then the storages on the other side, which should all be doable with one substation. Right? Conveyor. That one also needs electricity. I guess we'll have one here. All the incoming resources, and then one for the outgoing materials. I could split up wires, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to hook everything up with an individual line to the transformer. Auto-saving when you're clicking is very scary. And then we have the second wire available to hook up the other section once we get to it. Last but not least, we also need water and sewage to be dealt with in that area. stations. Yes, yes, next time I'll build proper exit routes, I swear, but I don't want to for this. I really should just fix it, but it's almost done. We're not going to build this track, this is just to plan future expansion. So we have it. Construction offices should be able to build everything here. Just have to give them a bit of time. Or maybe easier access, so they don't have to wait that much on road construction. So they can start constructing these already. Okay, I'll fix it. Construction trains should have easy access here. Fine. Then they can enter and leave from this area. And they will have to get there first, because I just removed the whole connection here. Except for them, if they can still turn around, I guess. Let's increase the priority of these and maybe assign the construction office manually so they get to it. Missing resources, gravel. Do we really need to stop our gravel exports? Seems like the answer might be yes, so we'll drive our export train away for a bit and make sure we have enough gravel domestically. Because we are still using gravel for construction on this side as well. Decent amount of coal. Iron ore is full but has nowhere to go. Right now we're waiting for electricity to be connected so they can fill these storages. The left one is iron ore, or iron in this case. The right one is coal. And as soon as we have electricity, they should start filling up. The parking lot is of course the main thing that still needs to be built. Too many signals for the game to be happy, I think. so many workers now in the rail construction office. But we're lacking gravel. Well, we did prevent exporting of gravel now, so hopefully a delivery can be made soon that alleviates that issue. Yep, it's looking better now. Yeah, we're working on gravel. Give it a minute. Also building the steel mill. Quite quickly, I might add. We're working on it really efficiently. Thanks to the resources and the construction offices in this area. They can do that quick and conveniently. Well, our coal storage is full. If that one catches fire, it should burn pretty quickly. Alright. So I said I wanted to have the parking lot area over here, but I still need access for steel storages, which I guess will be built in parallel to the steel mill. If the factory connections allow that. I might have to twist them around again. That one is okay. That one is too long. Maybe I just have one storage. It's 1,200 steel. Having it in storage is maybe not the best thing. Having it on trains is probably better. I need access to that footpath connection and that footpath connection from those sides, otherwise we're going to have a problem with people getting into the building. I guess it could still be a tunnel. Or a footpath over the rail. Yeah, that footpath is somewhat important. I wonder what's the range of our substation. Okay, we won't get to the substation. This will need its own one. And all the parking lots also need it, so it's fine. Let's see. Pedestrian overpass over the factory connection. And we need access here so they can build that. So the footpath basically needs to go around the building into the road. And parking lot access will happen from over here. I think I'll turn that storage around so the road connection is on the other side. Over here. Yeah. But we don't need to make that footpath so long. And water and sewage are still open, but not a concern right now. We have everything in place with the connections. It's only one building here. Probably use a large water pipe for you. That sounds like reasonable. I don't think there's going to be anything else. I don't think I need another switch, so we'll hook it up directly. Although I usually advocate against that. There's no harm in a switch. If we need it, I don't have to change anything later, so just drop a switch there. Oh yeah, I guess I might need one for the mechanical parts, mechanical components. If I hook that up to a factory system. But I definitely don't need a sewage switch because we already have one. Requires proper slope. That one is actually lower. Wow. Amazing. So the sewage tank would be up here then instead. Sewage connection is between those two rings, so it needs to be between these two to work. That means I can probably also get the water over there instead. I like to keep them in their respective areas, I guess. So they're pretty close together. Substation is up. They're still digging the trench. But all the resources for the trench are there. After that, laying down the wire will be a trivial task, comparatively. There's so many fires. Okay, trains are waiting a long time. I need to check that out. There's a train that has run out of fuel. Why are you facing that way? You go home. Turn around. Can you find fuel now? There's fuel over there, you know. Train's running out of fuel everywhere. Do you have range to fuel now? Seems like it. If I can turn off the messages from different areas, then I'm bound to probably miss something critical. We're still lacking gravel. Amazing. Well, I hope you find some now. There's plenty available because there wasn't any export. So you should be able to load a lot. Steel mill has been built. Let's reduce the workers to 0. Still digging the wires, water, sewage. Resources will be provided as soon as we have electricity. And we need parking lots, lots and lots of those. I don't think we need a waiting platform for picking up steel, but I'm not sure. I guess for export it... No, export is done by a distribution office, that'll be fine. So we only need a rail connection here, leaving this area. Entering and leaving this area. I'm having too many junctions again at the same place. All of this double track is now a waiting platform in and of itself. Yep, that is quite a good amount of rail construction workers. Let's start some rail construction here. I will remove some of the signals so I can build all of them. Or at least assign all of them. Then we'll put those back later. That should be good enough. And the parking lot, I guess. Parking lot shouldn't be too difficult. We have our incoming roads all from this area, from this lane, and the exit road is basically looping around and connecting back here somewhere, so should really be relatively straightforward. I guess the first thing we need to set up is the what is going to be the exit road, which is going to limit where we can have parking. Yeah, that would be the beginning. Nope. I need to place those again after the main road got built, I guess, so I can hook them all up in one go. What's the distance here? That seems like we are not over 400 meters. Yeah, we have a lot of space here. Good distance. We also have a footpath into the steel mill. Let's drop down one more parking lot so we can get the other side road placed. I think I'll make an access road right away here, where all the construction vehicles may enter. And then I'll prevent vehicles from driving there by a road sign, no personal vehicles. That only works if my construction offices weren't running personal cars. I might have to replace those with transporters. I think I'll do that. I'll set up a no personal. It doesn't let me place it here. Looks like it's too tight, too narrow. We'll set up a no personal vehicles setup in this area. I didn't want to do that. But maybe it will allow me to put the sign in now. Yes. Good. Then we will rebuild that as well. And for our people working in the construction office, you will get an upgrade. We will buy something that is not buses. They're called transporters. If they are available. These ones. They're not called bus. They're clearly transporters. They're way too small to be a bus. Larger than... well, they're even smaller than a microbus, so... except those, these are, I guess, even smaller. No, I guess I'll stick with personal cars, it's fine. But we can upgrade them to better ones. Only we had a higher capacity. We'll go for those. For now. Health is low in a lot of citizens. But only in the village, because of lack of vehicles. These ones are doing fine. They can drive into town, they're healthy. Everything working as it should. I will build this access road, and then I'll make it one way instead of a traffic sign. So vehicles can drive in here if they want to, which shouldn't really happen with road traffic, I don't think. But supply vehicles might want to do that. Seems to all be okay. I might put a footpath here. Maybe it'll shorten the distance for some people to walk to these buildings. Make it a little bit more convenient. Too steep of a ascent, what? Wow, okay. Interesting. Can't have a connection there, it seems. Well, our tram network is up and running. We still have a lot of traffic issues. A lot of traffic issues. This tunnel is not doing its... it's not working that well. Especially since the vehicles trying to get into this intersection are struggling. Let's try and remove the traffic light and see if that works. Back to the steel mill. Road construction has started. Once we have these roads set up, we can put down the parking lots. 2 rows of them. And then people would be able to drive here already. We can have one of these access roads be a feeder road, that's fine, but the rest would come off the main loop. I have to see how we fit the parking lots in here, then we'll decide. Still lacking gravel. What's going on with the distribution office? Are we just eating up that much gravel right now? Alright, let's follow the gravel train. If we're eating 600 tons of gravel and can't keep up, then we might need more deliveries. Or maybe they are calling it too late. Maybe I need to increase the amount stored. Yeah, it's only set to 30%. Let's increase all of those to 60. Gets down to 30% and then they call another train. And then it empties out the remaining 30% before the train gets here, and then we get a warning. Another traffic jam, because why not? What mistake did I make here? You shouldn't be able to enter this because they are chain signals, yet you do. I'll move the mixed signals behind the road here. That signal is completely wrong. I mean, this whole area got changed up with all of the new road connections. Dirt road is only temporary, and yeah, that is... I gave you a side road construction job. If you would do that, that issue would go away. So please just finish that rail, and the issue will be resolved, and you can finish that. Traffic jam with yellow cars. Out of fuel. You're not supposed to leave that way. I hate you. You know what? All of you, go away. You're not supposed to leave that direction. Can't even give you a temporary solution to that. I guess this temporary solution to that would be removing that one-way road. So they can drive in here for now, while we build the parking lots. Back to the steel mill. Let me just check something real quick. I might have to leave soon. Nope, doesn't look like it. It's fine. Just making sure. We have electricity, we have water, we have sewage being dealt with. Everything is in place. We can now accept workers in the steel mill as soon as we have some parking lots. This incoming rail track can also have a passenger platform here for unloading workers, I guess. That would also be a thing. Don't like how smooth the rail track is, I guess. I guess it makes a little bit of a curve, but it's not really consistent with the terrain. Oh well. At least it isn't perfectly straight. We have iron ore, no coal ore yet. We haven't filled the coal storage yet. That's why we don't have anything. Let's increase the amount of workers for those facilities. And we will definitely need to buy more cars here also. Good thing we have the option to do that. Well, if we had money. Let's remove the auto clicker. Alright. Let's buy a few more cars. Still unsure about the heating plant situation. I think if we have more cars, then it would probably get resolved. I just don't like that. A tunnel would feel weird. But it would be the only way to ensure that they can only get here and not take any of the other roads, unless I forbid personal vehicles to every other intersection. And that would feel strange. I guess we just keep our traffic route of personal vehicles bringing workers to that for now and focus on something that makes us money. Still need coal. Workers. Train waiting too long? Not again. What happened here? Why did you enter that section? This is clearly a chain signal. You shouldn't be on that rail block. This is stupid signals. These signals were completely different than other games. Semi annoying. Okay, the first road almost done. Then we can plop down the first parking lots. Get the middle road, the feeder road set up. And exit off that road, I guess is yet to be determined. We did have a footpath access here. But we also have one over here. And that one can theoretically just walk across the rail track. Into the other road, if it works. And maybe 200 meters of parking lot. About here. Let's put a marker down. Do not go past this when building the parking lots. And all of this can become a parking lot area. Hello, Nes Escobar. It's going well. We have the steel mill set up. Working on bringing workers here now. Everything is going as expected. We're taking out a huge amount of loans. But it's still not more than 50% of the amount we can still borrow, so it's fine. I would like to make some money though. Now you're stuck here. Leave. You also go away. These trains are getting interesting. But yeah, things are looking okay. I stopped exporting gravel for now. We will probably start exporting steel to the western border instead of gravel. Make our money back that way. Or repay our loan, I should say. If the storage for the steel mill for exporting steel is not sufficient, 1,200 should be, then we can set up a dedicated steel storage somewhere else and transport it there, preferably with a lot of safety in regards to potential fires. The road has been set up, so it's time for the parking lots. I should set up the other road first. That one specifically. Could just hook it up in here. It's not going to be a lot of traffic and it's only incoming traffic, it's fine. So we have our feeder road, we have the parking lots themselves. And exit road has yet to be built. Need to figure out the spacing here, I guess. That will be fine. Exit road. So we have a feeder road in here. exit, exit. I guess we can have one more parking lot then. Feeder road and the final exit that loops back onto the road. And that'll be the parking lot area for the steel mill for now. That's the scope of it. Let's get the roads set up. Get that feeder road set up. These ones are just for planning purposes, they will be extended. Coal ore delivery stuck because why? Unfinished railroad. Okay. Ignore red, turn around and build that rail line, I guess. So currently we are having a few issues with our rail network since we're trying to extend it, causing a few traffic issues. What the... wait... did I... how... wait, what the... didn't we have like a switch here? I guess we have a switch here, but... sure, you can use that switch, I guess, for now. To get out. Huh. I thought we already had one here, but apparently I forgot something. So we also need to build that. And hopefully that's still 155 meters or shorter. Yeah, we're good. Didn't realize that one was missing. Our new oil loading unloading platform is taking shape. As soon as they have finished building these, we can reroute our existing trains over to that platform and finish up the last connection from this tank to here to move new oil imports over. And we still need the pumps for export. I guess I didn't set that up yet. Do have electricity, all of them. And those need to be hooked up into our existing tanks. Doesn't matter which one goes where. But I'll use the existing connections. Once I take down the oil connection, I'll also rebuild those. I don't want to loop this around right now. So just waiting on the oil fluid loading unloading facility, and then we can reroute traffic. Trains are still waiting long because we're extending our rail network over here, and construction trains get confused. I thought they would just be able to drive out here and then turn around, but okay. We'll give you this to turn around onto the other rail track if you're really that confused. Hopefully it'll help. But yeah, rail traffic down here is interrupted, to say the least. I hope it doesn't affect our food distribution, because that could be problematic. The dirt roads have done their job. They are kinda obsolete now. Still being used for material deliveries, I guess. So we'll let them continue using that. Thank you for completing that railroad. And we can now reroute our existing rail traffic. So our two existing trains, instead of going to that previous unloading platform, then they will now load resources and unload resources into here. That makes this platform obsolete, and we can take out the pipes and connect them to the new connections that are still being built, but we can already do that. So this is for import, and these are for export. It could go through the same pump, I guess, but I do have my storage tanks, so they need to split up before there. Two dedicated storage tanks for fuel and bitumen. We still have our dedicated domestic supply of fuel, which will be unaffected by this. And then our new train network over here is going to be set up. That means we should have less traffic issues. Basically, I can remove this unloading platform. The distribution office still needs to pick up fuel from here for now, but that one also needs to be relocated over here as soon as we have something to import and distribute. But for now, we have a little bit of extra fuel left in our Republic in the existing storage tanks. You're too long for this area. Not sure why you weren't allowed to move through there, even though you had... Oh my god, how did you get... Okay, that one is a wrong signal. Got it. That one is also a wrong signal. That block should not be occupied. And that one needs to be a different signal. Just keep going. You want to go straight through, you are fine. There's nothing that can get in your way. This rail system is a mess. Why is everyone stuck? It's these construction trains getting in the way. They're trying to get in here and turn out, so they keep everything like blocked until they can go through. Or do that. That works too. Just do your construction. We have to micromanage this a little bit because I'm worried about food supplies. It seems to be fine. Not an issue. There's definitely not going to be any workers being sent to Rovodima for working in the oil refinery for now because of the traffic issues. But it can't be helped. We do have to make an extension to the steel mill. Could move the parking all the way up here, but no, this is not going to work. Oh man, maybe supply vehicles also include... No, that's not what I want. I want no personal vehicles except supply, because I think maybe they also count construction offices as supply. What's going on now? Everyone is green, no one's moving. I think we can put the signals back in place. We have enough distance in there now. So it should be possible again. Except these, they have to leave this way. Potentially. We have the same issue that we have with cars, which means we have too many junctions on the main line. Now they're getting in each other's way. The silly loop over here doesn't really help. You are trying to go over there, but you say your route is blocked. It says blue. You want to go over here, which is red, because that train somehow went onto here, which it shouldn't be. But the game said it's fine. We'll remove these signals. And that one. We'll make this one large block. And you can go through, because the train on there doesn't block you. Construction train blocking the route here because it wants to change lanes. No, it just wants to go touch this thing to turn around. I don't know why. Anyway. Maybe once we extend the railroad a little bit further, they are able to turn out around the other direction on that lane. This lane has already progressed quite far. I should just make a junction here and then get rid of that issue. Not a junction, a switch, I mean. Something like that. But that would only be useful for construction. I guess also any future construction. We do have one here, and that is kinda helpful, a little bit. Well, keep going, I guess. Finish that road. Finish the connections to the parking lots. Still waiting on that one to be rolled, then we can plop down these road connections and finish this row of parking lots completely. And once we have both of these roads finished, we can make this a one-way road as well. There's no gas station planned for the area, but maybe some vehicles are going to run out of fuel here. There's a gas station in this area. Maybe it's too far away, we'll see. Missing iron. Let's make the last conveyor belt connection. Then we also have iron available. Not sure why that one was missing. Probably place the tower down while holding the button to not place it, the connections. Both trains are now waiting here. The buildings are without power supply. That one hasn't been built yet. There's a road connection missing. Dirt road will do fine to get it built quicker. Still had some oil left to refine, all of that available for domestic distribution while we take care of the new oil loading platform. So we don't have any immediate urgency, except maybe our money dwindling away. Still seems to be doing fine though. You haven't left yet still. Why not? This one's red. This one's red. This one's green. Wow, okay, that was fast. Strange. Now you're parked on a green signal. Okay, at least you're moving yourself. Very strange behavior. Now you stopped again. Now you're moving. A little bit confusing sometimes. The game is trying to, I think, like, enforce its own logic, which I don't appreciate that much. We have parking lots. Workers may now arrive at the steel mill. That road has also been constructed. everything set up. And add more parking lots. And all of this area will be turned into a parking lot. Over time. We don't have that many people with cars yet because this parking lot area is smaller. And a lot of them are not driving. But yeah, we should see people coming here now. If we turn on the steel mill, people should start driving. And as soon as the last conveyor finishes construction, we will actually be making steel. Oh yeah, the power supply to that building. I guess there was still something missing. Power supply to that building / to the parking lot area. We'll drop in an electric substation over here. Not sure if it will reach everything, but it looks like it might. We'll try with this. We'll get another electric wire. The one that has already been placed is like scheduled for mechanical component production, so I'll leave that one alone. Oh yeah, I was wondering if you had any issues here. Ah no, we can still move it, okay. Then that is fine. Heating problem? Don't say that. Where's our vehicular-based route bringing workers to the heating plant? Why are there so few here? That is not good. Thank you for telling me that the heating plant stopped production. I wish I could see that through all of the train rail related messages. Looks like we're now bringing workers here again. Okay, we do have heating again. That will increase the amount of people getting ill for a bit. They are trying to fight it, the temperature that is. So hopefully they can make it. Maybe we had a situation where all of the vehicles were trying to refuel at the same time. Decent amount of workers again, all of a sudden. Yeah. Not sure what happened there. But we do have traffic jams again. Lots and lots of traffic jams. Go home. Let the traffic be. Alright. You convinced me. I will set up a switch here. It means we might have to reassign construction tasks here, but it will also mean that construction will now be unassigned for a short moment, while traffic goes ahead and resolves itself. And then we'll assign one construction train to the area, I think. So many workers in here now. Okay, I want you to build that route. Get to the other lane first. After that you will get stuck, then we'll build the exit lane direction route. And then you can leave this area without interrupting traffic going back and forth on the main road. We're still having issues here. Why? Why is it red? Chain? I guess it's looping back in on itself. So, but this block is confused. It shouldn't be red. Sure. I removed those at some point because there was a train standing in here that was too long, so... Oh, you're telling me it is better if I have it back there, how I initially had it, so now they're running again. Buildings are slowly filling up. They do have access to some parking lots, as I already said sometime, but not all of them. These ones will have the furthest range. Could buy more cars. There's a lot of traffic now. And some of them are even going to the steel mill. Still missing the iron though. But the resources are present, we just need a bunch of workers to finish it. Then again, these parking lots also allow people to walk into it. Oh no, I guess that construction site doesn't accept direct people. It's not, it technically doesn't count as a building, so they can't walk into that one. But it's almost done. And then we'll make our own steel. Probably need to crank up production on iron ore processing and coal ore. Oh, we have a lot of resources already saved up. That coal ore extension line might become a thing. Because we're continuously exporting coal, and then our steel mill wouldn't get any coal. Oh yeah, how's that project going up there? Still waiting on some pumps. Some road construction tasks. I guess we're waiting on gravel to be delivered here. Now we have some, so get going. Still have a lot of resources available. Don't see a problem. We're out of money. That's a problem. But I'm sure once our steel mill gets running, that issue will resolve itself rather quickly. Especially since we used a lot of the money to import the resources that are currently sitting around and waiting for reprocessing into a better resource. "47 days. Let's increase the priorities so they send 12, 13 cars here to finish it. One car won't do. Need a few more. If it had a tower crane or a road crane, it would be a different story, but the conveyor is a little bit too short to allow that. And yeah, then we also don't need to import steel anymore, we will have it available locally. Don't have any iron ore or coal ore yet. That's fine. Okay, now since we're not exporting gravel anymore, we're getting traffic jam warnings about this area. Really wish I could suppress them for individual routes, that would be neat. The traffic over here has also been resolved. The rail construction vehicle is getting confused. Fear not. Well, I guess fear a little bit. Go home. We need to build these. But there might be signals in the way. Apparently not. Let's see. Let's put some signals here. I should be able to assign that one, yeah. Let's get these assigned, finish this rail line, and then trains can leave again. Now we can assign all of the construction. Come on, send some cars here. $337, so 1,100-ish per 3 buildings, 2,200 once they're all full. They're not yet. 2,200 plus whatever we have in here. 6,400. Plus that building, because it's not in range. 6,600. We're over 2/3 to our goal of 10,000 workers with no buses. Come on, train. Are we really having that much issue sending trains through here? I have no idea why you get held up there. It should be green, so much green. Anyway. I guess we'll get rid of these signals. Set those up to be corrected. I guess the game might also not want me to have those. Reduce signals, see if that helps. Come on, hurry up. There is a bunch of signals here already, so things should be moving along. Can't believe we have a train traffic jam again. I might need to combine my passenger trains to have less of them. Still no electricity, still waiting on that one to be constructed. Let's assign the workers to it. The resources are all there, just need to build it up. not continuing our metro system right now. That will just remain there. There's no real outstanding construction in our town area except for a metro system, new metro station with an above ground end station, to have the option of maybe spreading out the metro system in different areas, but that was just an idea. If I were to design a new town, then I would probably consider having above ground metro stations and intersections in the rail network that way. That could be neat. More parking lots. There's no owned car on that one yet, so let's buy a few. How's gravel doing? Fine, but please send more. As long as we don't have a traffic jam, this shouldn't be an issue, but apparently our main rail line is not doing too well. Jesus. Conveyor has been built, and we're making steel. Finally. Very slowly. Still need electricity here. Guess we're waiting on a lot of road construction projects to finish to hook up the existing parking lots. Yeah, critical infrastructure on a road network with cars is not ideal, unless you have a significant oversupply of workers. And that is doubtful if you have a building that can take more than 1000% of the workers that the critical infrastructure takes. I don't want to click plus on all of them, I just want to know if there are unassigned cars here. But presumably all of them are assigned. Otherwise, I don't know, otherwise we would have... What would we have if there were unassigned cars? It wouldn't auto-expand this list, I don't think. Do I want to change this entrance road to fit another parking lot there? Kinda. Should allow us to fit one more. Or maybe not. Okay, it doesn't. Never mind then. Guess we'll move this road back to how it was before. There's still a lot of people taking their cars to drive to construction sites right now because of all of these road connections that need construction, leading into buildings that then take a lot of workers here, so these parking lot constructions might attract a bunch of workers after the roads get finished. I'm not going to decrease them to 0 per workers manually, I'll just let this happen. Increase the priority of the electricity. Ambulance, village house, don't care. Yes, I know, don't care. I don't care about the village buildings. Still no electricity. It's the last wire that needs to be built, and then the trains can unload their oil. They can run twice before we run full on these storages. But the connections to the oil refinery are already in progress. I might just leave this platform here as a reminder of what once was. Oh, I guess they can't load any fuel right now because this is not connected. So in theory, we could potentially run out of fuel in here. But that seems unlikely. Never mind. Why did I name this one Rail Distribution Office? What the hell? Oh, I renamed it RDO for Regional. Never mind. Regional DO. Makes more sense. Can't have rail distribution offices and regional distribution offices and name them both RDO. That doesn't make sense. Still no workers here. The workers aren't even assigned, so let's make that happen. Should pretty quickly get one car to drive here and finish it, laying down the wire as soon as one finds the time. Oh yeah, the tunnel has now finally finished construction, and they're also driving through it the wrong way, so let's stop that. Only one-way pathing through here, please. There we go. Or driving to these parking lots through the tunnel since it was shorter. Traffic jam. Oh yeah, sure. The bus itself, the only singular bus here, is a construction office bus. I said no buses plural, so one bus is fine. They even have a road train here. Just send a worker. Who just needs to drop a little bit of copper in the ground. You don't need to send 12 workers. 12 cars full of 4 workers. Thank you. That wasn't so hard, was it? Alright, now the trains should be able to unload. Just finish the pump. Finish the last pipe. And we have oil again. And we're out of money. Now we're at halfway the amount of money that we can borrow, so it's probably time to be a little bit more careful. The interest rate is still relatively low though. I'm not too concerned quite yet. I would like to repay some of the US-based loan. Probably with steel. No more traffic jam here. Very nice. Yeah, we have a few workers driving here to get to the existing construction sites, but it's fine. They can do that. The more parking lots, the better. Each of these parking lots can hold 16 cars. So 2 of them would be 32. 3 of them would be 48. So we would need 30 parking lots to fill the steel mill. With 480 workers. So 32 parking lots would be over 500, unless I made a mistake with my math. Should be able to fit that many parking lots here. Don't know if we have the workers to make use of all of them, but it would be interesting. Plus we need some extra for when people walk and drive. They don't occupy a parking lot but still have the space reserved. I guess we won't get to 500 people. I guess we still have the ability to get to 500, but we might reach productivity, peak productivity at an earlier stage, so we'll see. Seems to be working okay. Definitely need more steel. And still need electricity here. That would also be nice. What's this one connected to? Isn't that the steel mill? No, that's the... Yes, it is the steel mill. Wait, what? Oh, it's currently drawing power from the surrounding substations. It doesn't have its dedicated connection yet. But it's already working. Didn't get this built yet. That's probably way too many tasks right now with the parking lots to be built yet. for them to consider that. And the steel mill is working. It would just be nice having its own connection there so it doesn't disrupt the electricity to any surrounding buildings with its relatively high power consumption. You have all the resources, you just need workers. Same for you. And you. So all you need is vehicles carrying in workers. And we finish this. You are bitumen. You will be fuel. As mentioned, like in a previous run episode, we should connect storage tanks directly to the loading facilities of resources, otherwise the loading facility itself does not know how much is on the network, it just knows that there is some in the pipe. But if the storage is directly connected to it, it knows like, oh okay, I have 2 storage tanks directly connected to me without any pump or anything in between, so I know I have room for 3,000 tons of whatever liquid. And then the distribution offices make choices accordingly to that on how much to import/export. So maybe for importing it wouldn't be necessary if you run dedicated trains like I am. These trains that I have standing here that are bringing in oil do not care how much is in there, they will continuously bring more and more. And I'm also running exports like that right now. But at least the distribution offices will only come here if there's enough resources in the storage tank and not just drive here with the hope of finding something. Because there were still a few drops left in the pipe. Looks like everything has all the resources it needs, so we just need to wait until some workers finish building it. That shouldn't be too difficult. As soon as we finish the pipe going into our oil supply storage, which is 1 pump left, we will be able to refine more fuel and bitumen. Although we still have a lot of that stored up. And our money is draining away still. We imported a bunch of something. Steel. Yeah, I hope to stop that soon. And turn it around into exports. We have to increase the amount of workers going to the steel mill. Our refinery is waiting for that fuel. I can smell it. Can't get to it quite yet, but soon. Very soon. Just that building and we're done. The trains will now not be able to leave again because they can't unload the full amount of oil. The tanks are full. Thankfully they are now off the main line and won't cause any traffic issues. So they can unload a little bit, but that's it. Probably won't take out another loan. They should be able to finish the construction of the oil loading platform and that should start making us money again. Looks like we're exporting some clothing, I would guess. That was import. Oh, we exported a little bit of plastic. Okay. Oh right, clothing is way more valuable. The inflation is significant already. Fuel prices, even fuel prices are drifting apart now. Yep. Definitely need to switch to US-based currency. Have a more stable reserve, and then only export to the east if I need to buy something. Substation has been built, still waiting on the wire. But they are also doing that one. That's going to take a little bit longer. At least they're finishing up all the parking lot connections. Let's see, parking lot access. I guess I have to check from this side because it's a one-way road. 2 kilometers already. But that is the furthest travel distance for a parking lot. Actually, it's not, because that is not set up correctly. Now, what distance do we have? Still 2 kilometers, okay. Then it's fine. I will resume gravel exports to the east, to the west, I guess. This is going to run dry very quickly, I would imagine, because we don't have that many workers in the buildings making gravel. But the traffic warnings are getting slightly annoying. I don't even know if that will remove the traffic warnings. Yes, they can continue unloading, but the people in there might not be turning that stuff into gravel fast enough, and we might keep the traffic warnings going. But why do we have traffic warnings? I mean, why do we have fewer people in those? Shouldn't we have a lot of more people since I bought a bunch more cars? Can you reach the steel mill? Yes. Our color choice for this area was red. So we will buy more cars once we have some money. I don't want to take out another loan. Ah, we have an epidemic. No problem. Where are our rail construction vehicles? Is our rail construction office dealing with a lack of resources? Seems fine. Just not moving there now, I guess. Okay, that looks good. Just lacking this pump to get rid of the oil, but our export is ready. So as soon as we have that last pump connected, they can load themselves full on precious oil-based products and perform an export to give us money. No more loans for now. I don't think we need to. We are paying 300,000 rubles every day. No, we're not paying 300,000, we're paying 20,000 every day. We are overdue on loan repayments. But as soon as we do an export, we should be good again. Just need to finish this up. We need like 10 cars full of workers, or our single bus, to finish it. And then the oil refinery should kick into gear. The workers are waiting. How's our power plant doing? It has enough oil. That one has priority before the oil refinery. If we were still importing electricity, we would have a different problem right now. We couldn't avoid loans. Where's the bus? There it is. That should finish the pump. There's only 300 work days left with 50 workers plus a road crane. Road crane is about times 10 the effectiveness, so they should be able to finish that construction easily. And then the tanks will empty out, the trains will unload their remaining oil, and we'll see some money. Could also run an export train to the west now. And there we go. Oil is transferring. Filling the oil refinery. Don't tell me a train is waiting too long, what's going on? Our export train is back on the network. And is that one causing issues now? So you're coming from the west. You're trying to drive either... yeah, you're trying to drive in here. That one is red, red. Why is that one... why are those... I guess because this train is on the network? I do need that many signals. The game always tries to trick me away from them. Oh, it didn't even need to loop around, it just was heading for a refuel and was still getting confused. Well, you're not gonna get there in time. You have 5 minutes left. Try again. That was a group of students trying to travel towards Provoduma to get a university education. Maybe, instead of just letting them do whatever, maybe I should tell them when they arrive here by train. Where is it? Students should try to go to, instead of directly walking to the university, students should... I guess not. I would have assumed they would pick the Hall of Residence, so they don't have to drive by train all the time, but apparently that's fine for them. Our refinery is back in action. Both trains running in export now. Starting to make us money again. Chewing through the oil pretty quickly. I guess I'll set up a train to run to the west once I have the money for it. Right now I don't. But yeah, our distribution office can now also pick up fluids from here. So it can load bitumen and fuel, no oil though. And the other source is gone. So that building is obsolete. We'll leave it. Doesn't deteriorate right now. It's fine. How can you go on the network through a chain signal without reserving the route for yourself? Now this train is stuck here because it also moved onto this whole network, even though it didn't reserve its whole route. This is frustrating. I should remove the loop and put it somewhere else. Alright, export train. You're gonna go into the depot. I will make this loop. I will remake this loop differently. Somewhere away from this area. There's too much traffic. This would be an acceptable area for a loop. There's enough space. I don't need to hook it up to two different connections. This loop will be removed. Missing food? Thank you for informing me about that. I guess we are in desperate need of a loan. Let's import some food again before we run out. Thank you. We still have our emergency storage, but an import should be happening right now. I'm slightly annoyed. Just slightly. I guess the construction office train might have blocked that one from leaving. Shouldn't have. The signal is clear. Go. Unless you're trying to refuel. You're trying to refuel. Well, no, you're still delivering even with zero fuel. I guess that's fine. Let me grab a construction train and assign it to the new loop. That should be a quick build, hopefully in one go. And once that one is up, I will remove the existing one from here, hopefully fixing the traffic issues, because they are getting out of hand. They seem to be preferring parking spaces that are closer. I only need one bill. No, for coal is fine. Coal I need both. Just so I don't forget. But they seem to be preferring parking spaces that are closer. Still haven't finished the wire. Let's see. Walking distance is fine. I don't think there was no exit here for footpaths on that side, but the entrance is right here, so all of them can reach into that building. I guess we're gonna stop importing steel now. We are building it very slowly, but why not stop importing it if we are making it ourselves? Because we can't access it yet. The train line hasn't been finished yet. Good argument. Ignore red. You can go through there, it's fine. chain signals do not behave as they should. Okay, construction train started its task. Once that one is done, I'll remove the loop and see if that one resolves it. And then our gravel exports can run again, probably. This loop is only for one direction, trains coming from the right to turn around. And that's all it does. It doesn't need to do anything else. You're driving resources to Pardonin, that's fine. That's why we have those. It might already be time to stop importing steel, because we have enough steel to finish the rail line, I would imagine. We need more workers in the steel mill. Use the parking lots. I guess we need more cars. Now that we have some money, I can buy some cars. Even though it's loan based. We will do that. The good thing about these parking lots is that they are not hooked up to the commercial district at all, so no one's trying to park there to walk to somewhere else. It's only for the residences to take a car and drive to a job, basically. Which is kind of convenient. There should be a lot of cars heading here now. From down here, probably. Yep, there they are. And the smaller customs house is way better. 77 vehicles left. Hopefully that will put a few more workers inside the steel mill. Unless they get taken by people who just want to have a car and don't want to drive somewhere. Need to open up these parking lots for anyone to take a car. And we'll see what they do. Having our own steel supply will be good. Potentially doing coal export is also going to be useful, though we are not making that enough yet, I don't think. As soon as we start exporting coal, the steel mill would run out of it. So coal exports maybe not. Couldn't quite finish the loop. One more construction task. Definitely have enough oil now. Could use more workers though. There could be so many workers here. Now that we have a metro line, we could carry hundreds of people around. We're still transporting people by train here, occasionally. The rail line between Rovoduma and the oil platform is obsolete. Those trains are waiting inside of a depot. At least they should. Rovoduma, where are you? Okay. I guess you can't find a path there, so you're just waiting inside here. Let's see. End station. Remove the depot. And after you've gone to the district platform and loaded a few workers, you're gonna go to the large train depot. Not at the end. Alright, do that. Okay, once more. Oh, you're still assigned, okay. Oh, then it's right. I want to reassign those trains to be on the same route that the other trains are going from Pardonin to the oil refinery. I guess I should set up that route to maybe bring workers here to the steel mill, but I don't have an excess of workers anywhere, really. A lot of them here are being carried into the commercial district and then I guess made available for the rail platform. Lots of students here. Who has happiness or loyalty issues here? You. You're next to the parking lot. You can reach a lot of parking lots. You do have car. You do have car. Why are you unhappy? Visit doctor, drink alcohol, culture. Is it because we don't have enough parking lots in here anymore? That might be the reason. I will try and add one high volume parking lot in this area and see what that one does. Just one. We'll see if that one makes the people from the village happier. I will also rotate it so it aligns with the grid properly. Because right now it wasn't. We'll try that. Big parking lot for people to get to and visit services in town, because I don't think these parking lots are in range. I can also sell all of these vehicles to make those ones available for people to visit. But I guess that is a reason for people to be unhappy. They have a car, but they can't park inside town. You don't have a car at all, so you're going to have a different issue. Why are Trabants parking here? Empty Trabants? I don't know. Okay, our trains have arrived. That means they can now be assigned to the route of just closed it. They can now be assigned to the route for workers from Padonin going there. Oil refinery workers Padonin. Doesn't like that. Give me a train then. There we go. So the Rovodima line is obsolete. And you can start driving on that route. There's no line spacing or anything here. I probably have to add an end station for them, otherwise they could create a few traffic issues. But they're supposed to shovel as many workers as quickly as possible into that area. But yeah, maybe an end station wouldn't be the worst. The loop has been constructed, meaning that I will now remove that one. And we will fit in signals here to fix this area. I think the end station can go here. Can also go outside. Could also go here, I guess. So they drive in here, go into the end station, and then drive into town. I think that makes sense. Oh yeah, and that road is still there. Haven't hooked that one up yet. Need my rail construction office again. That'll deal with line spacing quite nicely. And we don't create another intersection on the main line. Although the refueling line could be a bit busy. Especially if they try to go to the fuel station and then they decide to try and go to the end station, then they have no path. I guess they still have a path, they can use the loop, that's why it's there. So it should be fine. Okay, slowly reaching our steel storage. The amount of workers is slowly rising. And who knows, maybe I'll move some people in from Rovodima here by train. Not from Padonin. They should drive a car. That's why it's there. Not gonna build a metro line in here, in this industrial town. Definitely have enough parking lots right now for that side. Probably just lacking vehicles here. Need to buy a bunch more cars. Oh yeah, and that footpath, I guess. It's not really that useful. We'll make sure that there's a nice footpath access through all of these parking lot areas, because walking along this road is not going to be good for anyone. So maybe they get enough distance to the steel mill through that footpath. Those are not access roads. Those are access roads. Yeah. Well, you could theoretically drive to the signal, then turn around here and drive through that one, but too complicated. Anyway, I think I'm going to take a break now. It's already been, wow, almost 4 hours. Thank you very much for watching. We got our steel mill operational. We got our metro operational. Now it's just a matter of increasing the amount of workers in Pardonin, I think, to supply the steel mill with enough labor force, so we can churn out a lot of steel. Maybe there will be a train station here to accept workers from Rovoduma, but technically I think the oil refinery with the new oil loading platform is gonna be sufficient enough. Has a sufficient enough open spaces for workers to go work, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Have a good start to your week, and as always, maybe I'll see you next time.